The gimmicks of the week is how we end this show every week, talking about the things that didn't quite make it the full show, but they do deserve to be named. First off, we seem to have this gimmick every week, and I appreciate it. Again, sorry to Dustin Rose. It's the jobber of the week, and it goes to Brittany Jade, who lost in embarrassingly fast fashion to Camille. When Camille came out with Sasha Banks tonight on Dynamite, I had to check my I actually texted you because I was like, I thought that was the main event. Camille's going to wrestle in the main event. They're going to give her 20 minutes. No. 5 seconds versus Brittany Jade. Again, congratulations, Brittany. We have a new promo. I have to make sure I say this correctly. The Jericho Appreciation Society Award of the Week for Dead Faction of the Week, pretty much. Who gets this one? The debut, Bob.
Yeah, I'm going to make this a mainstay of the show. The Jericho Appreciation Society goes to a storyline or faction that we're all sick of. Like, we're all sick of the Bloodline winning every damn match on SmackDown. I'm sick of the Final Testament versus the New Day on Raw. I don't give a shit if Xavier Woods should leave Kofi Kingston behind, according to Karrion Kross. Who cares what Karrion Kross thinks? He's never won a title on the main roster. I'm just sick of this whole... The Final Testament faction just looks cool, and that's it. They got nothing else. They got the vest, they got Paul Ellering looking mean, and that's it. They suck, and I'm sick of the New Day. They haven't been the same since they lost Big E. I'm ready for the New Day to break up, ready for the Final Testament to break up. So everybody involved in this storyline gets the Jericho Appreciation Society Award, the inaugural Jericho Appreciation Society Award. It's a mouthful, so I'm sorry.
It is a mouthful. I'm excited to see how you make that into a little PNG with the title and everything, how big that is. But let's also have another first time ever for this podcast. The first time the same person has ever won 2 gimmicks in a week. The first one is the promo of the week, and it does go to Kyle Fletcher, who came out to save Will Ospreay and yell at Don Callis and say, "That is my brother right there." He talked down MJF, and they'll be having a match next week. It made me pop because I think Kyle Fletcher's really effing good in the ring, good. And him as this powered-up babyface at Will Ospreay's side, I'm all in, especially when they eventually break up and have a feud a year from now. I'm all in, Kyle Fletcher. Give him all the flowers. I cannot wait for it. And also, the second gimmick he gets is the Big Show turn of the week, because I guess last week he was a heel in the Don Callis family, and now he is broken out, and he kind of was never really a heel to begin with, a tweener to say the least. But the reason he's getting the Big Show turn of the week is because of a tweet that idiot Dave Meltzer put out. And Bob, do you have the tweet in front of you? Do you want to read it, asking why was Kyle Fletcher turning at this moment?
I don't have the tweet in front. Let me just pull it up. I'll just summarize it. He just said the person they were trying to get was unavailable, so they went with Kyle Fletcher as the summary of it. So whoever they were trying to book as this babyface promo was unavailable, so they went with Kyle Fletcher. I don't get that logic. Who the hell were they trying to book? Why was it so scatterbrained at the last second? Jesus Christ, this guy's not available. Hey, Fletcher, why do you be a babyface tonight? Like, I don't get that. And it really pisses me off. And Meltzer just tweets it out. Like, that's commonplace. Like, that's WWE. Oh, he's not available tonight? Shit. Bronson Reed, you're a babyface. That doesn't, what the fuck are we talking about? But anyways, I'll go off for 30 minutes unless you stop me, so I'll just shut myself up here.
I will say, it is definitely going to keep the Big Show heel turn of the week. I will say, I don't know who you could have gotten that would have made me more interested in it, because this promo actually sold me on it. I'm in on Kyle Fletcher making this move, and this could be something that catapults him into the future. I'm dead serious. I thought that was a legitimately, potentially, I thought he looked like $1 million. I thought he did great on the microphone. I cannot wait to see his match for his MJF. That has the potential to be a star-making moment for Kyle Fletcher. And hey, if it happened on accident, then so be it. But it is a very funny tweet by Dave Meltzer. Let's finish this show with the headlines of the week, is when we tell you what is going to happen at this time next week in the world of wrestling. Bob does WWE, I do AEW. Bob, it's SummerSlam. We're going to let you hold off on it. For me, it's AEW. And my headline for next week that I have not thought of until right now: Shane McMahon debuts next week on WWE, AEW Dynamite. Excuse me, that was my Jim Ross moment of the week. AEW Dynamite gets Shane McMahon in the house to open up next week's Dynamite and help MJF beat Kyle Fletcher.
Oh, God.
Bob, what do you got for WWE?
Oh, God, imagine if they put Shane McMahon with MJF. I would just drive into oncoming traffic. My headline is Dominic Mysterio opens this Monday's episode of Raw as the most hated man in WWE. because he will be betraying Rhea Ripley this Saturday, speaking it into existence. Our headlines are the worst segment on the show. We'll never improve, Adam, but we're going to end it the same way every week.
And speaking of, that's it. Speaking of ending
Yeah.
it the same way every week, we do the same inside joke that nobody gets, but that's it for the SummerSlam show. Before we leave, though, we have to check in this week in Ryback.